the young lion who chose kindness. In the golden heart of the African savanna, where the sun painted the sky with warm colors and herds of animals roamed freely, lived King Leo, a strong, wise, and just lion. He ruled the lands with peace and love, and all animals respected him deeply. King Leo had a son named Zemo. Zemo was young, full of energy and curiosity. He would run across the fields chasing butterflies, ask endless questions, and dream of one day becoming king. "Father," Zemo asked one morning as they watched the sunrise from Pride Rock, "when will I be ready to lead like you?" Leo chuckled gently. "Being a king isn't just about leading, Zemo. It's about understanding others, protecting the weak, and knowing when to listen more than speak." Zemo nodded, though deep inside he longed to prove he was ready. Far away, in the dark cliffs where the grass grew thin and the wind howled, lived Leo's younger brother, Shar. Shar once wanted to rule the kingdom, but his anger and jealousy kept him in the shadows. Shar watched Zemo from a distance. "That cub will grow to be king," he muttered, "unless he starts to question everything." One day, Shar approached Zemo near the river while Leo was meeting the elder animals. "Zemo," Shar called with a grin, "want to see something your father never showed you?" Zemo's eyes lit up. "Like a secret?" "Exactly," said Shar. "A place of strength, a place for future kings." Zemo followed him through thick trees, over rocky paths, into parts of the land he was told never to enter. "See that canyon?" Shar pointed. "That's where real leaders train. Your father, he hides you from it because he's afraid you'll become stronger than him." Zemo's ears lowered. "He's not afraid, is he?" Shar smirked. "You could be king sooner than you think, Zemo. Why wait?" That night, Zemo said little during dinner. He stared at his food, thinking about Shar's words. Leo noticed. "Something on your mind?" Leo asked. Zemo hesitated. "Why don't you let me go where the strong lions go? Why do you always say, 'later when you're ready'? Maybe I'm ready now." Leo paused, then stood and motioned for Zemo to follow. They walked to the top of Pride Rock under the stars. "Zemo," Leo said gently, "I don't hold you back because I fear your strength. I protect you because I love you. True strength comes from knowing when to wait, when to think, and when to act with kindness, not pride." Zemo looked up, but Shar said, "Shar is clever, but he lets jealousy speak louder than love. That's not how leaders are made." The next morning, news spread. Shar had entered the Forbidden Canyon and was trapped beneath a landslide caused by heavy winds. Without hesitation, Leo and Zemo ran. Other animals gathered, watching from a distance. Zemo was the first to climb the rocks. "Uncle Shar," he shouted, "are you okay?" Shar's voice came weakly. I can't move." Zemo turned to Leo. "We have to help him." Leo nodded. "Let's do it, together." With strength, teamwork, and guidance from birds and monkeys, they cleared the rocks and pulled Shar to safety. Shar, bruised and weak, looked at Zemo with disbelief. "Why did you save me?" Zemo smiled. "Because a real king doesn't leave anyone behind." Leo placed his paw on Zemo's shoulder. "That, my son, was the act of a true leader." From that day, Shar stayed quiet, and slowly he began to understand. He saw Zemo not as a threat, but as hope for a better future. Zemo grew wiser, braver, and more patient. And when the time came, he became king, not because he rushed, but because he learned, loved, and led from the heart. And so, the savannah remained peaceful, guided by a lesson that echoed through the winds. True kings rise not from pride, but from purpose.